Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. So today's video is one of the sit down videos that I very rarely film these days. Need to get back into filming, just get back into the swing of things. I hope I'm in frame. I'm using my dad's tripod because, you know, when I hold my phone I tend to point it at my nose. Anyway, so I'm filming this video to kind of like raise awareness and to, you know, just kind of speak my feelings a little bit. And yeah, originally this wasn't going to be off the top of my head, and I was actually going to write some stuff down. I did start writing stuff down and I only got one section done. I was like, I need to film this video now because I keep saying I'm going to film it, I'm going to film it, I'm going to film it. And it wasn't, like I just said, it wasn't going to be off the top of my head. But it might just have to be off the top of my head at this point. So yeah, so this video is about isolation and loneliness. As a visually impaired person. I mean, obviously a lot of different disabilities see a lot of isolation and a lot of loneliness, but I don't know how to comment on those, and I only know how to comment on my experiences as a visually impaired person, which are similar to quite a few people that I know. I did get a couple of people's views, but I didn't get as many as I wanted to. Probably because I didn't ask people like properly. I should have messaged people and stuff. And partly because there are like a handful of people on my Facebook that I know that are also visually impaired, so you know, it's kind of difficult to get views. So I'm gonna start with travel. A lot of sighted people, you know, once they reach 17, oh, I'm gonna do my driving test, I'm gonna take driving lessons, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I mean, we as visually impaired people can't drive, and it's one of the things that, you know, a lot of us want to do just because of independence. I know me myself, I would love to drive. I'm waiting for my self-driving car. I mean, obviously I appreciate the people that have to drive me around, and most of the time it's my dad, so thank you, Daddy. But I hate relying on people, and it's like the other week I was having a conversation with my boyfriend about our car, and I was like, oh yeah, I won't be the only one driving it, and I felt so bluesy. I was like, yeah, this is a thing which I feel isolated about, and it's like, oh, you can drive, I can't, so you're not getting what I'm trying to say to you. I won't go into the conversation, it's personal, but yeah, like, one of the people that gave me a view told me this also. He was like, you know, all the college students have cars, and then it's just me. And I found it like, you know, it's one of the common things, like we all want to drive, or we all want to have ways of getting around, and we just, like, without relying on people. I mean, a lot of visually impaired people, if they've got good mobility, take the bus or take taxis, or, you know, if they have good confidence, take taxis. But I'm only just building my confidence, so it's a bit difficult for me. It's like we can't, like, you people with vision. It sounds horrible, you people with vision, but it's the only way I can put it. Oh, my blind shot, it's just like that. You who have vision and have a car, you could say, you know, oh, I feel like going out for a drive for the day, getting away, you know. As long as you have fuel in the tank and you have, you know, necessary means to get out, you can do that. We can't. We have to rely on somebody else to say, oh yeah, we're going to go out for the day. Or you have to say to someone, oh yeah, I want to go to such and such, can we go? And as well, you can't just meet up with people. Like, you know, I've got a friend in London, and if I had a car, I'd be meeting up with her like quite often, because, you know, me and her are quite close. And even when we don't talk for ages, we're still quite close. And we haven't met up yet because, you know, she lives in London, I live here, it's like 2.5 hours away. And her family are a bit funny, so she can't get them to drive her here. And, you know, at the minute, I don't know if it'll happen. But yeah, like I said, obviously, although I hate relying on people, I'm really thankful for those who actually help me or have to drive me to somewhere, or, you know. So that's kind of the car thing, like everybody can drive and we can't. I forgot to say as well, I'm not looking for sympathy here, I'm just, you know, talking about my feelings, trying to raise awareness, and yeah. So I just touched a little on friends during that bit, so I'm gonna move on to friends. I myself don't have a lot of friends near me at all anymore. Like, I have probably one person near me, she's also disabled, so it's not easy for her to come meet me. You know, so like, it's kind of lonely because I can't just like make plans then and there, like there and then, even not then and there, there and then, and say, oh yeah, I'll meet you in 5 minutes uptown or something. And quite a few of the friends that I have and that I'm thankful for, and that I absolutely, you know, I'm glad that they're my friends. A few of the friends that I have are like in different locations. So like I mentioned, my friend in London, I've got a couple friends who go to the RNIB college, who sort of, you know, live all over the place. One lives in Watford, you know, a couple live in Leicester, Warwickshire. So it's like, we can't just organise a meet up that day, we have to plan it. And making friends isn't the difficult part, it's being able to like go out and meet people to make friends, and that's what I struggle with. So it's like, you know, it's not that I struggle making friends, because I'm a very nice person, I'm easy to like get along with, I'm funny, crazy, you know. So it's not like it's my personality that is pushing people away, it's just the fact that I can't go out and make some friends. Also as well, my boyfriend, he lives like 40 minutes away from me. So it's like, I mean, this is touching on driving again, but the only way I see him is if my dad takes me over or he comes and picks me up. Like, I can't just, at the minute, I mean, I'm gonna learn, like, I'm gonna practice it, but I can't just go and hop on a bus that day and say, oh yeah, I'm coming over. Because I'd have to get him to meet me, and, you know, if he's busy or something, then it backfires, and I'm like, okay, I need to get on the next bus home then. So it's difficult in the aspect of making friends and seeing friends, because you can't go out to make friends and you can't really make plans if you've got friends that are all over the place. You know, like going out in itself, I always see people on a Friday and a Saturday night, oh, going out to party, da, da, da. You know, it makes me kind of jealous, and I know that sounds selfish in a way, but it really does make me kind of feel jealous, because I can't do that. And I'm probably sat in my room or sat with my dog or something. Oh, we got low battery, let me just sort that out. I'm gonna plug this in as well. I didn't plug it in at first because the charger doesn't reach the tripod. 1 second. I'm gonna move it so that it does. Or try and move it so that it does. My room's such a mess, I need to clean it. It's the only thing with this isn't like screwed on properly, so it swivels a bit. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I didn't screw it on properly. It's really difficult to get the attachment on actually. Anyways, yeah, so when I see people out on a Saturday night, like I said, I'm jealous, but like, in my mind I'm like, I shouldn't be jealous because, you know, they have a life and they can go do what they want with their life. But at the same time I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I might as well just sit here, listen to music. So yeah, parties as well. Although I've just mentioned about going out, you know, I wouldn't class myself as a party animal, but I do like to go out, have a few drinks, you know. And parties are difficult because me myself have gone to, you know, have ended up going to a party and ended up sitting in the corner most of the night. Just like people bringing me stuff and like hardly talking to anyone, like talking to the same person. And it's really like isolating when you're stuck in the corner or you're stuck in one spot. And it's like, well, I can't move around like you lot are moving around. I can't go talk to people like you are. You have to come to me. And I hate that about parties. Even when we have parties here, like we hardly have parties here anyway, but when we have like get-togethers or whatever, which like I just said hardly happens, I'm avoiding the situation. I'm either, you know, in my room avoiding the situation, or I'm somewhere that I'm being included in the conversation, but at the same time I'm in one spot, like even in my own house, because sometimes it can just get so loud that I can't think of where I need to be, and I can't listen to, you know, sort of sounds that hint me in the directions of where I need to be. Yes, sometimes I use those sounds in my own home still. And it's difficult. And I've got an itch on my nose and my brother's coming up the stairs. Okay, he doesn't want me. It's good. Well, it's not good, but it's good because I'm filming. I've lost my train of thought. Oh, parties. So yeah, parties can be really isolating, especially if it's really loud, you know, and you can't talk. And if you've got some vision left and it's really dark, you can't see at all. Like I said, from my perspective, I have no useful vision, so I'm literally just sat in a corner with someone, and it's like, yeah, this is getting boring now. I don't like this party anymore. Sometimes people, like, if it's a party or an event where people are dancing, sometimes people will pull me up to dance, and I never used to do it because I hated it, and I never used to dance because I didn't know what to do. And a lot of the time they'd just be like, oh, just move like in any way, and I'd be like, okay, fine. And I did it, and like, you know, so there is a video of me dancing like 6 years ago for the first time. Was it 6 years ago or was it 5 years ago? No, I think it was 6 years ago. Yeah, 6 years ago. I had to work that out. But yeah. Also, what's isolating is when you're at college or school. I mean, school not so much, but college definitely. And your group, you know, in college you're put in groups depending on what course you're doing and what level you're doing, and obviously you have a group of, you know, classmates, whatever. And what's isolating is when you're sitting at the table with your group, but your group aren't even acknowledging that you're there. I had that a few times when I was at college, and it was really, like, most of the time I just wanted to cry. I was just so angry and so upset that I wasn't even acknowledged that I was there. It was just horrible. Like, I mean, fair play to the ones that were starting to include me in conversations, but it was just horrible, and it kind of, that's partly what kind of made me hate my course in the end, because I felt a bit isolated and not included. Another thing which I don't experience because we don't do this as a family, like family game nights, or, you know, there are games that you can buy for the vision impaired, board games, but if you think, but no, not if you think, but nowadays a lot of game nights are, you know, on a console or something, you know, like on the Nintendo Switch or the PlayStation. And obviously, if you've got some remaining vision, you can play those games. But if you haven't, like me, and you rely solely on audio to play games, then you're kind of screwed. And that's another thing that could make you feel excluded. Family game nights. Just make your family game nights more accessible to, you know, the person in your family that's visually impaired. You know, if you're playing board games, buy games that, you know, are either simple to play or can be adapted, or just buy games that are already adapted for the vision impaired. I'm not really sure what else to touch on. I think I've touched on everything. Yeah, I've talked about crowds of friends and not being accepted. Parties, you know, like there are quite a lot of events where you could sit there and you feel really isolated, and, you know, sometimes I could go to an event and, you know, there's no one there to describe it well enough for me, which you know, a lot of the time doesn't happen because my dad's always with me and he is brilliant at describing. I think it's because he's just had to do it all of my life, so, you know, he's brilliant at describing. We went to a horse show last year with Spanish stallions, and he described about 98% of it, because there was a point where he couldn't describe because there are a couple of songs that were played in that show that were a bit emotional for him, which is fine. My mum kind of filled in a little bit. She was like, oh, your dad's not describing because of this, and I'll try and tell you what's happening. But my mum's vision impaired too, so she's, you know, normally we leave the describing up to my dad. Another thing, you know, like talking on events and animal events and stuff, like where people were inclusive, was when we went to Fuerteventura the year before last year. We went to a zoo, and obviously when we go to zoos, I'm thinking it's fine, you know, I don't mind walking around listening to everything. You know, we have to do trips that are for all of the family and not just me. We can't just cater to me. It's not fair on everybody else. So we went to a zoo, and my mum was worried that there wasn't going to be anything fun for me to do or, you know, to experience. And there were several things that happened at the zoo that I could experience. They were like feeding different animals. So I fed a giraffe, I think we fed an elephant, but the elephant didn't want the food because there was a trainer up the other end go at the elephant, and I was like, come on. And there was other elephants that were coming up, like up and trying to get the food, and oh, it was funny. I fed a giraffe, that was weird. Like stuck its long tongue out, that was weird. And then there was a show, there was a reptile show, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be one of those usual, oh, I sit here whilst they watch the show, which is fine. But no, once we, like, because they kept trying to show the animals to me, and once my dad explained to them, oh, she can't see, they started bringing animals up to me and letting me touch them, which was amazing. And another example from that holiday is we were on a boat and I was just sat there most of the time, and they could see I wasn't like very happy. I was a bit bored, and because I can't really swim, so I didn't want to go in the water, and they were like, is there anything we can do for her? And I was just like, well, whatever, whatever you could come up with. Came back, they went away, came back and said, oh, does she want to drive the speedboat? And we were like, yeah, why not? So I actually steered a speedboat and nearly crashed it into the police boat, but we won't talk about that. Well, I didn't nearly crash it, they like steered it away from it, so it's fine. But I'm really grateful for those people who make events inclusive so that I don't feel isolated, and that I don't feel like, I'm not part of something, because they make it more inclusive. And that's what people need to do with their events, and that's what people need to do, just make things more inclusive. If you go up to someone trying to show them something and they say, oh, she can't see, take that and think, oh, what can we do to make this more interesting for her? I'm not really sure what else to say on isolation and loneliness, other than I'm experiencing quite a lot of loneliness recently, and it's not a nice feeling, I tell you that now. Like I said, I don't have many people to talk to. I haven't been talking to my boyfriend for at least a week, like physically. Obviously we've been texting, but we normally call each other every day. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and call him at some point, because like it's really bugging me. So loneliness is a really sad feeling. You can feel lonely, you can feel alone, but you're not alone at all. And feeling alone and lonely are two different things. I haven't felt alone for quite some time, which is good. I mean, often when I'm feeling down, sometimes I talk to my dad and I say I feel really lonely and alone, but I'm not alone because I have all my family and I have certain friends that I can talk to. And there are those select number of people that say, I'm here for you and actually mean it. But there are also that select number of people that say I'm here for you and don't mean it. So watch out for those people. If those people don't message you when you're feeling down and upset or angry, or they message you and you're trying to tell them stuff and then they turn it back on you. No, they turn it back on themselves, then they're not there for you. But yeah, I can't really say that I felt isolated recently, because I haven't, although, being stuck inside, I'll say 24/7, but it's not 24/7, it's 99.9% of the time it is 24/7, but obviously I'm having my mobility sessions at the minute, so I go out then, but yeah, being stuck inside is a bit isolating, I suppose, but things are slowly looking up. I'm trying to apply for jobs PA soon so they can take me places that I want to go. Although half the time I don't know where I want to go, so it's a bit difficult. And yeah, so hopefully, and I'm gonna possibly start going back to choir, so that'll be nice. I can meet people there, which will be really nice. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really sure what else to add on this topic. If you want to discuss this, feel free to write your views in the comments. Probably posting this on Facebook as well, so put your views in the comments, feel free to say whatever in the comments. And to my fellow VI people, if I've missed anything, please put that in the comments too. I think I'm gonna end this here, and I'll do a much more positive video next time. I hope you like this video. If you're new, make sure to click subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any of my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!